Wednesday, 27th January 2026 CET. This is a... Oops, sorry, I just clicked the window away. I didn't want to click away. There. This is just a wee little for completeness sake video. I just come back from a walk. Good news. Trash finds McDonald's napkins instead of handkerchiefs and some beverage, iced tea. Good thing. In addition to that, I have mentioned in the past, I mentioned in one of the emails, it was quite a while back by now, not that long ago, how I got some Chinese ridicule with a pack of cigarettes and a certain number, and if you looked it up in this here, of which they knew that I have it. This is ISBN so blah blah blah. I don't want to go into that. I just mentioned it because on my walk, this with 5 cigarettes in was draped at Leasing Bahnhof. I mean, first of all, this is not the first pack that I find with 5 cigarettes in. It typically is 5 cigarettes in. I find it very odd that, first of all, as a smoker, I find it completely not comprehensible how you can lose your cigarettes. I mean, I have lost in my life all manners of things. I lost my wallet, I lost gloves, I lost sunglasses, I lost all sorts of things. I never lost cigarettes, right? So maybe this is a woman thing that you at all can lose a pack of cigarettes, but fine. I find it odd that people always lose packs of cigarettes with 5 cigarettes in. Incidentally, here's another pack of cigarettes with 5 cigarettes in, and actually even a lighter that was found in one of the trash cans on my route. So it's a little odd again today. The reason why I bring this up at all is to give you a little insight into the mechanics that they try to work on one or more of my phases, having them illegally connected into the system, and thus the system, the mere operating of anything, hijacked by a phase in order to at all do these sabotaging routines. They are trying to go for something that this is payment for my corporation and or slash my phases corporation. Even though this could be anybody having lost his cigarettes. But they are trying to argue to the phases of mine that, well, he picked it up. You know, doesn't he find it odd that there's always 5 cigarettes in a bit? Yes, I do find it odd. I just mentioned it, but irregardless thereof, it's not that anybody hands me these, okay? The Chinese fella didn't hand me these. The Chinese fella, that was the Chinese fella was at Atzgersdorf railway station. Sorry. At the tail end of the station, where he waited in the elevator opposite the stairs leading up to the platform, and there's a little ashtray down at the stairs which I always check for stubs, and he waited in the elevator until I came by and picked up the then pack that lay on the ashtray with cigarettes in. And the moment I picked it up and walked on, he came out of the elevator, which didn't come down from the platform above, but had been parked there at ground floor, so to speak. But that's just detail. I just want to mention the ridicule that is being shoved my way, okay? And also give an insight into how they try to get into my phases, even though my phases perfectly, and I have explained in the emails that your phases are just smaller instances of your own conscious and mind, okay? That's what they are. Nonetheless, they try to get them to keep sabotaging via shit ways like this, okay? I just want to point this out. And why I really want to do this video is just to hold past the camera. I just want to have this on video because I don't know if I get to keep this shit or if I bother keeping it. Let's do this chronologically. This is my original ticket here. My original ticket from when I tried to go from Vienna to London. There's just an A4 printout. That is the ticket, believe it or not. Okay, and it cost 97 euros there. This is the original ticket. This is the first, this is an A5 sheet. This is the first thing I mentioned, the form number. IS.81. I just want to scan this by. It is, I explained all of this. This is the signature that, the first signature, so to speak. That same signature, I think, is found here. I think that's pretty much the same signature. It looks like a D with a large something behind, and that is what I call the Kirkwood or whatever. 11/1/2016. That's another little form. Here is another little form that I got. Actually, one of those I actually got twice. I'm not sure why. And both of them, here is the illegible signature. Doesn't say name or anything. There's nothing on the background. This is the one I got twice. I got 2 times the same thing. Notice of immigration decision, blah 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 blah. It is both signed and dated 11 January, and I have exactly the same thing here. This is exactly the same form another time. I don't know why I got this thing twice. There's the unique number, I hope. Here is Immigration and Asylum Act, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna scan this, move this past the camera. I have to bring this very close to the screen because of lighting, as I mentioned. I don't have a light bulb at the ceiling at the moment. This is actually double-sided. There is a signature somewhere here. Mr. Not quite legible again, or so. Then here are 2 of what was 3, if I recall it, bus trips within Calais bus. This is just a receipt. And here is another one, Calais bus, the receipt. Here, in its original envelope, is the ticket from Calais V to Paris Nord. They punched it. Right? I just show this to the camera so that not some fuckers out there say, oh, he just made that up or something, you know. This is my protocol from that I had to handwrite at the, why do I keep forgetting that word? At the, not embassy, at the, This is so ridiculous. This is a case of them nuking this particular word for absolutely no reason other than because they can. I mean, they told my face to nuke that word. The consulate, there. And this, the original, these are photocopies here of my protocol. The original was written on 1 sheet, front and back page. I have it on 2 sheets because that's the way the lady photocopied it for me. This here is the Heimsendungsdarlehen, Verpflichtungserklärung. I'm just going to scan, move this past the screen. Here's the Hartwig Böck dude, my signature, and so on and so on and so forth. Right, there is nothing on the back of this. This is the ticket for the bus back from Paris to Vienna. This is Eurolines. They were kind enough to supply me one of those, filled out, so that I, pretty please don't forget, paying them back the money, 103 euros. And that's it. The rest is just a map of the way from the consulate to what was that called? To Galilee, I think it was called. Port Bagnolet or something. There. I just wanted to have this on camera, or on video rather, for documentative purposes. And also I wanted to show you the wonderful, fascinating things that happen here in Erzgebirge. Whether I am to assume that Winston is supposed to be coming from any Albion people, I wouldn't know. I don't know. Or Marlborough from Americans or something, I wouldn't know. Or maybe from clergy because it is white and gold or something. Again, I don't care. I explicitly want to make it clear for the future also for my phases who pay very close attention to what I say here, that this is not payment. Me picking up cigarettes at on the street, even if they seem very, very draped, like this pack here did, where exactly it lied. Because it lay at a place where if it had dropped to the ground naturally, it don't bloody wind up lying. Okay? I just want to point this out. And again, 5 cigarettes in this, 5 cigarettes in this. And in this one, I'm not sure if I showed this before, but in this one you actually also have a lighter. A little baby lighter. Incidentally, the very same that I own. Right? Odd people out there. Odd people out there. Okay? What they also might do is lie again to some IGs out there that I am making it through to the shared mind here after all, and that the people of Erzgebirge subconsciously, their phases make them drop cigarettes because they know how someone is looking for cigarettes, and all manners of idiocy down those lines. I might be overstating this a little on the grounds of it being utter idiocy, and I just call utter idiocy what it is. To them it might make perfect sense, if they lie shit like that. So, odd people, odd ongoings, just for completeness sake, but the main reason was actually having all of this shit on video, and yeah, and that is that. Thank you. Why do I say thank you at the end of some videos and not at the end of other videos? Because I'm a polite person when I have the presence of mind to be it.